Hello everyone, Bruno here. Today I want to take you on a presentation on how you can implement a cybersecurity framework. An instance will be for a health facility called the Augusta Medical Hospital. So why cybersecurity is important in healthcare? There are so many reasons. Some of the ones I've selected is the network medical devices increase risk. So patient trust depends on system security and sensitive PHI is a high value target. So cybersecurity is critical in healthcare, not just for data protection, but also for patient safety and trust. So the framework I selected is the NIST CSF 2.0. So why did I select this? We can see this because this one is scalable and widely adopted. It aligns with HIPAA and high tech. It is also based on five core functions, which are identify, protect, detect, respond, and recover. So NIST CSF provides a flexible structure for this health facility, which it can use to scale the operations according to its cybersecurity and maturity. So applying the NIST CFA in the health sector. So we are divided the function and the application at the health facility. So when we look at the identify this, we use it for the risk assessments to protect the access controls and the encryption mechanisms to detect. We detect the intrusion detection systems. We also use it to monitor for threat and vulnerabilities. So the response will be when an incident occurred, and we can use it to respond to the incident. To recover when we've responded to the incident and we're trying to get back to operations, maybe back up our data and to continuity of planning. So these core functions, right, they guide how the health facility can protect its data, prepare for threats, and recover from incidents. So what are some of the compliant requirements that this health facility need? The HIPAA, the which is have the PHI privacy and security frameworks, right? We have the high tech, which use the breach penalties and EHR, which is also used in the high tech. So we also have the CCPA and the GDPR, which requires the consent and data rights of the people involved. So in a healthcare facility, they must follow the several regulations such as HIPAA, high tech, CCPA, and GDPR. Or if they fail to comply to this, it can lead to fines, lawsuits, and even loss of trust from their patients. So aligning cybersecurity to business needs. It can be aligned whereby it will protect medical records and research data. It can also maintain system uptime for emergency care. It can also be used to secure telehealth and patients' portals. It can also be used to train employees on cybersecurity hygiene. So, cybersecurity supports the medical facilities mission, which involves patient care, trust, and operational resilience. So let's look at the threat landscape. Though in the threat sector, there's a phishing attack which can attack the staff members through emails. Phishing is commonly used by sending malicious emails to staff. Or we also have insider threats. These are people working in an organization which can choose or be paid by threat actors to deploy malware in the internal systems. So we also have the ransomware attacks on EHRs. We also have the Internet of Things devices that have vulnerabilities, right? So healthcare is a top target for cyber criminals and threat actors out there, especially in ransomware and in phishing, due to the critical nature of the care that these health facilities provide. So let's look at the risk mitigation strategies. Some of the ways we can mitigate this stress is by implementing MFA in our networks, or ensure all our end users are using MFA in their systems and computers and personal devices. We can also segment our network and ensure there's a regular security audits and patching mechanisms. We can also purchase the services of a cybersecurity firm to monitor our network in real time. So proactive security controls can reduce risk exposure, right, and increase response speed. So let's look at the privacy principles at this health facility. So there's consent, which is based on collection of data, and it has to come with transparent notices to users, right? They have to inform them beforehand. So there's also the data minimization, which so when they collect necessary data from people, not to collect data that is not used. For example, like for sensors, you don't have to collect data that is not intended for that purpose. So it's also the privacy by design, which is rule-based access in systems, right? only that this one involves that only users be given access to the systems that they need to do their job functions. So there's also the retention policies, which are segment storage and disposal facilities. So in this health facility, it embeds privacy into every layer of system design, right? This will ensure that data is collected, stored, and shared in a responsible manner. So what is the impact of legal standards on the health facility systems? So encryption required for data in transmit and at rest. So when data is being sent to an end user or to another company or third party, it has to be encrypted. Or even when data is being stored in the personal devices or in the hospital uh, database, it has to be encrypted so that if a threat actor access the data, they won't be able to decrypt it without the decryption key. So systems must also support audit trials, such like the HIPAA. So systems must limit data exposure, alerts and logs help monitor breach notification and timelines. So legal compliance influence how systems are built, configured, and monitored across the entire hospital. So, what are some of the cybersecurity recommendations we can give, especially to the health sector? So, they need to adopt the NIST CSF across all departments in the hospital, whether it's the financial department, the intake patient department, Yes, also need to conduct regular risk assessments on the network, right? As it's equally important to invest in endpoint protection and also to implement continuous staff training on how to maybe detect malicious emails, on how to report them, and how to respond to them. So when they focus on these areas, the health facility can move from reactive to proactive in its cybersecurity posture. So when all this is done, what's the expected outcome? So there will be a reduction in breach incidents. There will be increase in partner trust, especially with patients. There will be improved compliance scores, and there will be a greater cybersecurity resilience. So success will be measured not just by fewer attacks, but by the improved readiness and the confidence that the patients will have. So to conclude, cyber threats are evolving every day, and there's the privacy and legal alignment are also crucial to success. So the next CSF offers a scalable, effective strategy. So cybersecurity must integrate into the hospital's DNA to protect care quality and long-term stability for the patients and the institution as a whole. So if you want to read more and get more knowledge about this, you can follow these references that are provided here. It will help you gain a deeper and more better understanding of this framework. Thank you.